Alright, first graders, we're going to be working on our math this morning, page 287 and 288. So we're going to start at the very top with the hot air balloons, and we're going to color the hot air balloons that have odd numbers in them. So we know when we're talking about even and odd, we have to look at the ones place. And just as a reminder, our odd numbers are, everybody? That's right, 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. And our even numbers are? That's right, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 0, like it's in 10. So if we look at the first one, it gave us an 80. And remember, we're always looking at the ones column. So the 0, we know that that's even, so we're not going to color that one in. We're just coloring the odds. And if we look at the next one in the ones column is a 3. Since the 3 is odd, we will color in that one. And if we go to the next one, 87, and we're looking at the ones column, we know that the 7 is odd, so we will color in that one as well. And the next one, 31, looking at the ones column, we know that 1 is an odd, so we'll color in that hot air balloon as well. And then the number 6, we know that that's even, so we're not going to color that one in. Number 111, if we look at the ones column, there's a 1, and we know that that's odd, so we'll color that one in. And the last one, 175. Looking at the 5 here, we know that that's odd, so we'll color that one in as well. So the only ones that you should not have colored are the very first one, 80, and this one here of 6. And then we'll move on to the next part. It just asks you to mark the dot beside the sum or the difference. So you have 3 problems there that you're going to do. And what you're going to do is first you're going to solve it, and then you're going to circle in the bubble that is the answer. So you guys can do those 3. And then number 3, it asks you to make the picture by coloring the even numbers green. So any even number, so any number that ends in a 2, 4, 6, 8, or a 0, you're going to color in green to make a picture. And the next one here, we're going to work on our less than and our greater than. And so if we start with the first one here, we're going to look at 57 and 75. We need to know whether we need to put a less than sign or a greater than sign. So because there is digits in the tens place, we look at those. So this is a 5 and this is a 7. We know that the 7 is greater. So we're going to put our mouth eating the 75. So what we're saying is 57 is less than 75. And if we go to the next one, it looks like there is a digit in the hundreds place, so we'll have to look at that. And they're both 1, so then we have to go to the tens place and look at that. And so when we're comparing, we know that 0 is less than 100 or less than 2. So we're saying 102 is less than 120. And for the next one, we have 89 and 92. Looking at the tens column, we're going to compare our 8 and our 9. We know that our 9 is bigger, so we will put our alligator mouth facing this way, facing towards the 9, saying that 89 is less than 92. And for the next one here, we have 51 and 48. And we know that we're going to look at the tens column here, and we know that 5 is bigger than 4, so we'll be putting our mouth towards the 5. And here we're saying 51 is greater than 48. And for the very last one, they're trying to trick you here. So we're going to have to look at our hundreds column. And in the hundreds column, we have a 2 and we have a 1. And we know that the 2 is bigger than the 1, so the mouth will face the 200. And this one is saying 200 is greater than 150. And if we move to the next page here, it says, mark the dot under the third kite from the left. So I found some kites here in the classroom. So we're going to mark a dot under the third kite from the left. So we'll start here on the left-hand side, and we'll just have to count 3 over. So we'll count 1, 2, and 3. And then we'll just mark the dot that's under the kite there. And the next one, it says mark under the dot under the second baseball from the left. So So I have my baseballs here, right here, and I'm going to start on the left-hand side and mark the dot under the second baseball from the left. So we're going to count 1 and 2, and we're going to color in this one here, because that is the second one from the left. And then I'm going to read to you the story problem. It says, Tina read 3 pages of her book before school and 9 pages after school. How many pages did Tina read? So we want to know how many she read all together. So we're going to put the first number here. So Tina read 3 pages of her book. So we'll put our 3 there. And we know we want to know how many she read all together. So we're going to put our addition sign. And after school, she read 9 pages. And we want to know how many did she read all together. So what's 3 plus 9? What's 3 plus 9? That's right. We will put 12. Perfect. And then at the very bottom, it's just asking you to order the numbers from least to greatest. And you're going to put the smallest number here, and you're going to put the biggest number here. And that's it. That's all you have to do today. See you guys later.